Hello and good morning. So I'm going to set the expectation at the beginning of this video. I want to emphasize that this is not a rebuild video for the Vapresso Cross series pods. This is not a rebuild video. I have tried rebuilding these several times and I'm unsuccessful. I keep getting dry hits. But what I think it is I think it's the cotton that they give you in these rebuild kits. I do not believe it is the same kind of cotton as what they use from the factory, and that could certainly be the problem. So this unit here I haven't attempted to rebuild. This is just stock, the stock CoreX 2.0 Vapresso. This is the 0.6, and so I'm basically going to take it apart, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be checking how dense the cotton is inside of it, and I'm going to be comparing the cotton that comes out of this with the cotton that comes into these kits. And I got a couple of different kits. This one I ordered came with the tools, which, to be honest, there's only one tool in there. Well, two if you include the rivet, but there's only one tool in there that I can use, because this tool was for the earlier version of the cross pods, and so it will no longer be a benefit as far as this one's concerned. So let me go ahead and show you how this comes apart. Grab your little tool kit that you get. I got these both from AliExpress. So and this is the only tool that I would say people really need to be, you know, concerned with having to get. And it's nothing really special or anything like that, but I will say that this thing is one strong little bugger. I've tried pretty hard on this and I haven't bent those things straight. So because it can be a little bit of a chore, especially if you've never had one apart, it can be a little bit of a chore to get it apart. So the older ones also, those holes were a little straighter. The newer, like the Core 2X, Core 2.0, I mean, they have them kind of diagonal. So what I do, we'll go ahead and take the top off, okay? What I do is I pull on one side, but I'm not trying to go crazy with it. I pull on one side and see if it's going to start, and it did. It came right off. So that's all that does. You just use that tool to pull that off, and you're going to have a little round, kind of like a felt thing down in there. And then you're going to have your contacts. So I have to clean that up. And then this is the coil in here. I'm just trying to push this out a little bit. See, there you go. Those parts can be cleaned up now. And then this little orange piece here, just going to slide it right up over the top, just like that. So now we are down to this. What I'm going to do, and I normally wash everything. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Let me take it in there and wash it, and then I'll come back. That way I'm not sitting there putting e-juice all over everything. So be smarter just to clean it up. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So set that off to the side here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ceramic tweezers here, and I'm just going to bend these wires up here. Going to try to get it somewhat straight, because I'm going to try to get that little red piece off there without disturbing too much. Gonna try. The key word is try. Okay, so that's off of there. So now we just got a coil down in there, and I want to get a good close-up of that if I can. I'm looking into the bottom of it, that is. Hopefully that's at least trying to get a good focus. I hope. Okay. And see, this is where this other tool came in here. What it was is you would stick the tool in there, or you would stick the this in here. It would go all the way down, and then that would give you something to hold on to it with while you use the rivet to pull that all out. And again, they changed the design of these, so that no longer works. So basically all I do is it's not like it's really cranked on there or anything like that. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let me get it up there. This is actually 2 pieces, and you'll see just a little bitty lip right there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the lip with the pliers, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle it free. And you'll feel it. Once it comes free, it's came free. I mean, come up close again. That way you can see that it's started to pull itself loose. And I'm just going to take the whole thing here and pull it out just like that. Okay? And then there's nothing special up in the bottom of that or anything. That's just a housing. And this here, this is what I'm talking about. And I've seen that type of cotton before. It's like it's in gauze. Okay, that type of cotton. Hopefully the camera's picking that up good. It's just like a gauze. Okay? So I need to find out exactly what that type of cotton is called. I don't know. But that is the kind of cotton I need. And then we'll just kind of push the rest out here. I'm going to try to keep it all together. Like that. Okay? And this is where I'm kind of checking how dense it is. And it's not dense at all. I'm going to kind of try to unwrap this coil here. Keep all the other pieces together. Seems like I got one on there. Let me see if I can get it loose. There we go. So essentially what we got is one, and see, these are different, it would seem, though. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. See, they're showing 5 layers of that. That is just mind-blowing. Now, I will say there is a definite difference, and I'll zoom in when I do the editing. I'll zoom in on this, okay? There is 2 different types of cotton in there, and I just now noticed that. So yes, this is like the gauze type of cotton I was talking about. But that other cotton really does look like the same stuff that comes in the kits. That's what comes in the kits. And that most certainly does look like the same thing. Very interesting. And then as for the coils, let me show you those real quick. And these I just have to order from China. If I can learn to successfully do these, I'll get a ton of them. I'll get like 1,000 coils or something from China, and I'll be set for life. But those are the coils here. For replacing them. So, and then once I can learn how to successfully rebuild, then what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to try to start reusing the old coils. That's going to be what I try to do. I try to get down to using as very few resources as I can, using up, because that's just it. They're resources, and when you use them, they're gone. So I try to figure out how to use as few resources as I can in order to make it all happen. But that's pretty much it on this video. Again, this is not a video showing you how to rebuild this or anything like that. More than anything, this video was a video for me so that I could see from one that hadn't been rebuilt with, with the other stuff, or hadn't been messed with. I wanted another good peek of just as how stock ones are set up, and I wanted to get on video so that I can go back and I can watch that video and find out just what in the heck it is that I'm not getting right. But this is very interesting. Turns out there were 5 layers of cotton in there, and I haven't been able to, I don't know. I'm going to keep working at it because that's what I do. And when I do get it figured out, you better believe I'm going to make a video and show you guys how to do it to where it works properly. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Shalom.